Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak to the power. This morning, let's dissect the video by Ooni Of Ife. He was making some comments about the actions of Oloye Sunday Igboho. I will endeavor to translate it where I can. What I do want to say is whatever the Alaafin have said is okay. He can say he's a monarch. He can make pronouncements. But I want us all as the people to begin to believe one thing. It is our collective responsibility to ensure we go for self-determination. Let me say that again. It is our collective responsibility to go for self-determination. It is our collective responsibility to go for self-determination. Okay? So the reason I'm saying that is because the statement has got one or two things which we may not be completely in line with where we're going, but nonetheless we must focus on the self-determination, because as we speak, whatever any one person says, the fact remains that we are being ruled by a military decree, something that we didn't sign up to. There is no referendum. There is no constitution that we all signed up to via a referendum. So we must have a referendum to redress this. And the South have the right to self-determination, whatever anyone says. So I'm going to start off by saying that. Now, let's listen to it, and I'll try and talk about it. It's in Yoruba. I'm going to try and translate where I can and where it's important. I might let it play for a while. But here we go.
Gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ kí a pínyà ó ní táwọn náà rí i pé kò yẹ kó máa burú báyìí lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó sọ̀rọ̀, táwọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká pínyà. Bí òye ṣe yé wọn sí ni, bí èmi ṣe máa ń sọ fún ìjọba, ó yẹ kí ìjọba pè wọ́n sí ìjókòó, nítorí pé ọbẹ̀ ò kí ń mì ń kó àgbà.
So far, the comment is saying that the government should basically call us to a meeting, which is what we said. We've said that. We've said time and again. It's time that the government now sort of say to people, yes, we hear you. We're going to go for a referendum. We don't even want a meeting. We just want to hear we're going a referendum, because this constitution is an imposition. So calling to a meeting actually is not really the solution. It's another way to try and delay what must happen. What must happen is that we must have a referendum. The constitution is a fraud. End of story. Okay.
Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè á bá mi dúró ti Sunday Igboho. Ìbí ló gbé dàgbà, Ifẹ̀ ló gbé dàgbà, gbogbo tó dà láyé ẹ̀ orí ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀ ni, Ifẹ̀ àti Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo tó dà láyé ọmọlé ni. Ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀, ó fẹ́ jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ìran ẹ̀ ibi tó ti wá ni, wípé ìrẹ́jẹ pọ̀, ó dẹ̀ dìde torí àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó ti pa ní òkè.
Yeah, we agree. He's standing for the rights of his people, and they've killed too many people. You're right. You're saying that. So yes, we're in agreement, and it is his right to stand up and speak about self-determination. I'm glad you agree about that, Your Royal Highness. I'm glad you agree about that.
Ogun ní gbogbo ibi tí ó ti wá, èèyàn kan náà ló máa dìde, ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè fún bí Ọlọ́run tiẹ̀ ṣe lọ́ra ẹ̀mí ẹ̀. Ó gbìyànjú, ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kó sí lórí lọ́tùn lósì, nítorí pé mọ̀jàmọ̀sá ó ní ìyá kíkanjú. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ènìyàn máa jó lọ mò ń wẹ̀ yẹn ni o, máa jó lọ mò ń wẹ̀ yẹn ni, torí pé tó bá di pọ̀rán dídá ta ló máa rí. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti fi tọmọdé bọ nǹkan, mo ti lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ olórí orílẹ̀-èdè wa Muhammadu Buhari rí tí a ti tẹ́ pẹpẹ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí a dẹ̀ gbà níyànjú pé ọmọ wa nìyí ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní ká gbà nímọ̀ràn pé kó dákẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n kò gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn kó sí lórí èébú ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bú gbogbo wa.
What I will say is Oloye has been very respectful in many respects, and some things has happened, some things were done whereby what's been discussed in a private meeting was released by some people. Oloye Sunday Igboho is always standing for Yoruba people and is spoken for Yoruba people. We do not need to take any advice from Buhari. Buhari is the problem. The monarch speaking for and on behalf of Buhari is not going to help the situation. We respect the monarch, but the issue is that the very fact that Buhari is in place using the fraudulent constitution is the very reason why we are going for self-determination. Because the fraudulent constitution has allowed people like Buhari to be in governance when they should actually be facing questions for their actions, the actions they committed against Southerners. That's the problem. So we have a difference of opinion, respectfully, Monarch. We have a difference of opinion, not abuse, a difference of opinion. Buhari should not be telling those of us that want to go for self-determination how to go about that. What Buhari should be doing is supporting us in going for self-determination. And that is where we differ, respectfully, Your Monarch, Your Highness.
bí mo ṣe kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ààrẹ tó ń gbà náà mo pe gbogbo àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ oòjíire mo lè gbà mọ̀ pé kó ní sùúrù o ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire máa jó lọ mò ń wẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yìn wọ́n ń sá.
So we need to ask you one question. We are not clear about how you see self-determination. And you may be aware, sir, Your Highness, that we have the right to self-determination. And we are exercising that right. Indeed, the Nigerian government is a signatory to encouraging people to go for self-determination. They should be supporting us in doing that. It's part of the African Charter that was signed by the then military government and is still binding. So, sir, we have been oppressed long enough for 60 years. And we are now saying we want to go on our own. The UN envoys that went on the working group that has taken the government to court over Nnamdi Kanu said that the government is breaking rules. They are not complying with the rules of the United Nations. So, sir, respectfully, the government is not complying with the laws they signed up to. It's very important we state this respectfully, of course, sir, that the Buhari government, for them, before they should be encouraging us to go for self-determination, to have referendum. But all they are doing is silencing us. They are killing us. Sir, I also note that the killings of Southerners by Fulani terrorists is not something that you are perhaps worked up about to the level that we are. I don't know why that is, but no Southerner's life should be taken by Fulani terrorists paid for by the government. The government keeps pardoning Fulani terrorists. Those issues, and the Fulani terrorists are coming into our forests and killing farmers in our land. Sir, we need to see your clear direction as to how that is, where you see how to resolve that. because we have a right to life as guaranteed under the UN Charter. We would like you to talk about that as well. Respectfully, Your Highness. Okay.
oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ ló sọ ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ wa náà ni Olódùmarè ló ní ìdáríjì lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ àti dáríjì ká ní ó ti gbọ́rọ̀ sí wa lẹ́nu ni ọmọ ẹni kò kì í ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká fi ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ sídìí ọmọ ẹlòmíì àwa náà gbìyànjú pẹ̀lú ibi tó wà ṣùgbọ́n èèyàn kan ò ń jẹ́ àwádé ta ló máa ń bá ìjọba jà ọpọlọ ni ó fi máa gba ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀.
We are not fighting the government. Again, we state, we have to be very clear about this. We're not fighting the government, sir. Oloye Sunday Igboho is not fighting the government. He's not fighting the government. He is simply, let me explain this in a clearer term, Your Highness. Let me get you a document that you may peruse at your own time of your own choosing, respectfully, and look at what it says about self-determination. What Oloye Sunday Igboho and many others like myself are saying is that we've been oppressed long enough in our own land. Our constitution is an oppressive document used to oppress and suppress Southerners, of which you are one, sir. And we are saying the injustice has gone on long enough. Take, for example, the VAT. We put more VAT in as Southerners combined than what the North are putting in, and they get the most out of it. That is an injustice. All of the positions in the nation are to Fulanis. That is an injustice. And we are saying this is injustice has gone on long enough. They are killing us on a daily basis. They are taking guns from our people in the south and giving Fulani terrorists guns to kill us. So we are justified in raising the these concerns. We're peacefully protesting. The government are the ones killing us. They are beating our people up, taking their possessions. They've not paid the farmers. So we would like your opinion on compensating the farmers and their families of those killed. We would like you to ask that question of the government, respectfully, Your Highness. We would like that. Let's listen on.
Ìjọba kì í ṣe nípa ariwo ọpọlọ ni tí o bá lẹ̀ tí wọ́n ní ajá tó bá lẹ́ni lẹ́yìn dandan ló máa pa ọ̀bọ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ń gbà mọ̀ràn ti pọ̀ jù àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire tó bá fi tí wọ́n ṣe kó yé bú àgbà mọ́ gbogbo ìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ọpọlọ ni ó yẹ kó fi ṣe èèyàn kan òun dìde pé ìwọ ló fẹ́ jà.
Your Highness, Oloye Sunday Igboho very rarely makes abuses, and where he's done, he has apologized, and he wants to work with everybody. The focus still remains. Your Highness, I don't know how else to quote to say this, but I'm saying it respectfully. The government of the day is failing to comply with rules of law that they signed up to. The government of the day is actually targeting Southerners, indigenes, Igbos, Yorubas, and stigmatizing us, something that they signed up that they wouldn't do in the UN Charter. So you need to be asking the government why they are failing to comply with the rule of law. Take, for example, the case of Oloye and Sowore. Sowore should not be on bail. Sowore should be free. He's done nothing wrong, but he's not been allowed to leave Abuja. Your Highness, we're not hearing you saying anything about that. We're not hearing you speaking to the government that they must, comply with the rule of law. Our government is not operating a democracy. They are operating a fiefdom. Your Highness, we're not hearing you talk about that. Please, we would like you to focus on that. Oloye is doing everything as should be in regards self-determination and speaking up to protect the lives of Southerners. That's what I would like to say, Your Highness.
Ìjà fún òmìnira ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ tọ̀ ní ọ̀nà kí a jókòó kí a sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn olóṣèlú wà ń bẹ̀, wọ́n lè máa ṣe dáadáa o, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn lọ́lọ́run ṣì fi síbẹ̀. Àwọn tó ń ṣe òṣèlú á láti kọ́kọ́.
Your Highness, this has gone beyond those politicians. They are there feeding fat whilst our people are starving on a daily basis. The people, like Mohammed just said today, that they know that the people don't listen to, they don't buy papers. People get their news via social media because the government has failed the people. We cannot rely on the same politicians who are enjoying benefits at the expense of us, the people. Your Highness, that can't work. It can't work. It is a disaster. And that is why we are justified in clamoring for self-determination. None of us are going and taking guns and killing anybody. Southerners are being killed every day, even as you're speaking, Your Highness. More Southerners are being killed across the whole of the South by Fulani terrorists. Your Highness, we have the right to life. We must do everything as Southerners to protect us that life. Collectively, we would like you to be on board with that, Your Highness.
Jókòó pẹ̀lú wọn. Lẹ́sẹẹsẹ ní gbogbo kínní, ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló ní pé àwọn fẹ́ gbé ní ọ̀nà ariwo. Nǹkan ogun wọn ló fẹ́ fi jà.
We are not talking, the UN have said it, we can separate without having to go to war. We can separate, and in fact we must, because we are being oppressed in our land, Your Highness. We are being oppressed. It is very important that this message is clear and clarified. Professor Badji Akintoye has said that we can go for separation peacefully and go about and build Yoruba nation, Igbo nation, and Ninas. The whole of the South can separate, and there's no need for war. And there is somebody from the UN that said this. In fact, Your Most High, Your Highness, let me play you a video so that you can hear what we're saying, so that you don't think it's just us just talking. I will play you a video respectfully. Let's get the video out. 1 second, please. I will get that back. 1 second, Your Highness. I just want to get this to you because it's important when we're talking about such things that it's highlighted in the right manner. Okay, I'm going to do this. Yes, once that's there, I'm going to quickly go to the video. So let's just do this. I'm just going to be, it's on my, you can see it on my platform. So sorry, not that. So Your Highness, just bear with me. I'm going to get you that information. Now, I want you to watch this video.
Brothers, Biafra nation now.
I want you to play you
I see
something.
that, and what I'm
Your
saying
Most High,
to
you
you all,
will be hearing the
as you
video.
all know,
I'm going to fast forward it.
We've said it.
So Your Most High, I'm going to play you the video. I want you to listen to the last few words said by this legal counsel from US. Listen to what he has to say.
In peaceful,
Let's get it here. Yes, yeah.
the rules of international law. Oh yeah, continue. Oh yeah. Dig now. Dig.
Hang on.
Separated the assets and the liabilities and whatever. So there's no reason why there has to be violence, even if there is a change in the structure of Nigeria. And I want to conclude by welcoming.
So let me play that again, Your Highness, sir. If you just listen to the message from the US legal counsel working for Nnamdi Kanu. Listen to this again, please. Respectfully, listen to the words, Your Highness.
Die whether it likes it or not. Illness of born
Slovakia, after
Come on, wait.
of born to rule mentality.
Okay, let's leave that for a minute.
in dispensation that benefits all is Czechoslovakia. After the Cold War ended, they had the Czechs and Slovaks were all under one umbrella, Czechoslovakia. But they decided they simply had different histories, different ethoses, and they needed to separate peacefully, which they did, separated the assets and the liabilities and whatever. So there's no reason why there has to be violence, even if there is a change in the structure of Nigeria.
So Your Most High, Your Highness, that is exactly what we're talking about. So Your Highness, how we go about talking about and advocating for self-determination is not breaking any laws. The people breaking the laws are the Nigerian government, Your Most High. And we impress upon you, if you want to get engaged in the discussion, that you have tell them they must comply with the laws, the international laws that they signed up to. They signed up to it. To be targeting indigenous people and oppressing them and suppressing them and convicting them goes against the fraudulent constitution that they forced on us as we speak. Your Most High. Oloye Sunday Igboho is not being allowed to travel away to the US, to a foreign country to get help. Yet our own government, they travel to go to UK and places to get help, to get treatment that they have failed to provide to citizens. Yet when Oloye has the money to go away, they are not allowing him to go because he's being accused of a false crime. Why is it that the Fulani government have not arrested Gumi? Why? Your Most High, we would like to ask them that question. These are the questions and concerns we have, respectfully.
ṣó ní nǹkan ogun lọ́wọ́ ni ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọ káàró òjìrì ọgbọ́n ju agbára lọ. Ọlọ́run á bá wa dúró tì à ń gbàdúrà fún tó rọ́mọ wa náà ni.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're praying for him, and you should also not only pray, you should impress upon the federal government to allow him to go and get medical treatment. One of the things that the government has done all the time, they deny citizens in any country in the Western world. Even a criminal is not denied medical treatment. That's convicted. Talk less of a man that is not convicted. We are denied that, Your Most High. And that should be addressed, and that he needs to be allowed to go and get medical treatment, just like Buhari and the others are going to get medical treatment using state money. He is using his own personal money, and they're stopping him. That's unjust, Your Most High. We need to call that out, Your Highness.
Kárìn kápọ̀ yíyẹ ló máa ń yẹ ni ṣùgbọ́n kí ló máa ń tú ẹgbẹ́? Ìrẹ́jẹ ló máa ń tú ẹgbẹ́. Tí ìrẹ́jẹ bá ti wà ẹgbẹ́ ò kì í gún. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ kí a pínyà ó ní táwọn náà rí i pé kò yẹ kó máa rí báyìí lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó sọ̀rọ̀, táwọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká pínyà. Bí òye ṣe yé wọn sí ni a ò dẹ̀ ní bu ẹ̀tẹ́ lù wọ́n. Bí èmi ṣe máa ń sọ fún ìjọba, ó yẹ kí ìjọba pè wọ́n sí ìjókòó nítorí pé ọbẹ̀ ò kì í mì ń kó àgbà.
So that's just another replay, but we're not going to replay it again. What is said has been said. So Your Most High, overall, we would like you, just like I've said now, this doesn't need to go to war. The government of the day they are committing crimes, genocide against Southerners. The Fulani government, the Buhari government, they are committing crimes. And we as the people have every right to speak up and say, stop. You need to support us in that. And we hope we have your support, Your Most High, Your Highness. So Oloye Sunday Igboho has our full support. And we, the people, ultimately have the right to self-determination as Southerners, as indigents of the South. Within the UN Charter, we have the right to self-determination, and nobody can stop us from doing that. We hope you will support us in going for self-determination as Yorubas in Yoruba land, of which you are Yoruba king. We appreciate and anticipate your support. Thank you, Your Most High. Kí adé pẹ́ lórí, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o, kábíyèsí o, mo kí yín o, I greet you. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I'm not going to say more than that. I will be respectful at all times to our king. We support Oloye Sunday Igboho. Let us just do one thing before we go move on a little bit. I want to just get something up quickly, just to show. Let me just go here. Okay. We ask our Oba, the Oba Ooni of Ife, to please impress upon the federal government to let go, to drop all the charges against Oloye Sunday Igboho. He has committed no offense. He has not killed anybody. He has asked for people. He has spoken up for Southerners in terms of self protection and self determination. That's all he's done. He has not committed any offense. The government of the day must allow him to go and get medical treatment. The government of the day have not provided have not provided any medical care for have failed to provide medical care for citizens. And for him to go outside, that is his right to go and get that help. So we respectfully ask your Highness to assist us in that process. We would very much like it if you could speak to the government to let them to drop all the charges against Oloye Sunday Igboho. He should be allowed to go. The government of the day went into his house, killed 2 people. Your Most High. Let me give you the pictures of the 2 people in case you're not aware. Your Most High. The 2 people here that has been killed by the Fulani government. They admitted they illegally went to the tomb and they're going to pay. They should be paying compensation. We're not sure if they've even paid it. They killed 2 men, Afar and Adogan. Your Most High, we would like you to demand for the bodies of those 2 to be returned. Your Most High, that would be a great thing to do for your people. For we are your people. We Yorubas, we believe in our monarch. You're the head of our Yoruba people, and we want you to lead us. We are asking for you to intervene, to ask for their bodies to be returned, Your Most High. So we hopefully would like to see you take action in that manner. Your Most High, we're grateful, and thank you for your comments. Please do take into account the comments that we've just put before you respectfully. At no point are we going to abuse you, or we respect your position and yourself, of course. You're a man of integrity, and we know that when we ask you in the right manner, we bow, we prostrate before you as our king to appeal to you, to ask, to demand, demand or to speak to the federal government to release the bodies of Adogon and Afar, and to allow Oloye to go and get medical help. As we are saying currently, the government is being taken to court over the issue of Nnamdi Kanu because they are using unfair and unjust means. They're targeting illegally an indigent, and that's what they're doing to Oloye as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. That's the response that we have put towards the questions and the concerns raised by the Ooni of Ife, our king, and we have respectfully given answers on behalf of and for Oloye Sunday Igboho. We're not trying to speak for him, but we are concerned about how things are being portrayed. Oloye has every right, and like we are, to speak up of self-determination. He's not being violent, but the government of the day are targeting us with and beating our people. Lady K has only just been released. Oloye, and it was in the house of Oloye. Your Highness, we would like you to actually say a few words also about Lady K as well. To and speak up for us. We have the right to speak up about self-determination. It is in the UN Charter. So, Your Most High, we thank you for your concerns, but we've also put 1 or 2 concerns before we would like you to look into for us, like the bodies of Adoga and Afar to be returned to the family. For humanity's sake, we would like you to intervene on that basis. Thank you, Your Most High. We bid you well. May you live long. May you reign long as Ooni of Ife. We thank you. Please take on board what we're saying. Like I said, we impress upon you to please respectfully we respectfully impress upon you and tell the government to let Oloye Sunday Igboho to go about and get his medical help in the country of his choosing, because we haven't got medical health facilities in Nigeria. And what they're doing in denying him that is actually going against the human rights of Oloye Sunday Igboho. These are the things that we respectfully, I want you to intervene in urgently. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. You see, what we're doing right now is respectfully speaking to our king, our monarch, and putting our concerns before him. And I'm sure he's hearing us. So these are the kind of things that we try to do. And hopefully this resonates with you. Leave your comments. How do you think what we said now, how does it sound to you? Is this a good approach? Do you support it? Do you disagree? Either way, please, we would love to hear from you. Please do share this podcast. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We only deal in one currency, truth. We are the Sorosoki generation with evidence. Thanks for watching. Before you go, I'd like you to just do something for me. As ever, you know what we do in here when we come in. We always do something. And this is what we do. Subscribe to Citizen AY. Please click on the subscription button. Hit the notification button as well. Give us the thumbs up. Very important you give us the thumbs up because we need your support. We need to grow that platform on YouTube. So please, once again, we are asking for Oloye Igboho to be allowed to go and get medical help. We are asking and calling that they release the bodies of Adogon and Afa. We are asking for this thing. We are asking for Ooni of Ife, the Ooni of Ife, I beg your pardon, the Ooni, respectfully, sir, the Ooni of Ife, to intervene on behalf of Oloye Igboho, to impress upon the government to allow him to go and get medical help. One that is the government cannot provide through the medical services we have in country Nigeria, that he can find in another country. And after all, the government themselves, the politicians and the government officials go and get medical help. They don't wait, they go. They should not deny Oloye his human right to get medical help. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. As I said, please don't forget, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Give us a thumbs up. And please leave comments. Thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Kábíyèsí o, kí adé pẹ́ lórí, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Àṣẹ, àṣẹ, àṣẹ. Bye all.